let's get some details on the movers from Bloomberg's Equities reporter Stephanie Hughes. She joins us now. Stephanie, new gold gains made on earnings. Fill us in there.
Hey there, Marilla. Yeah, so New Gold was by far top of the TSX charts, with that stock price surging by 20% at its highest point, which was its biggest intraday gain since April 2020. And there's two things going for New Gold today. First of all, its third quarter results were pretty strong, and also a rebound in gold prices is giving a rise to New Gold as well. Let me start by breaking down the third quarter results. Those earnings per share came ahead of what analysts were expecting by a pretty healthy margin there. That and the revenue of nearly $463 million came ahead of what the street was expecting by a $30 million margin, which is significant. Gold production for the quarter also beat estimates, and they also maintained their forecast for the year, betting that they'll make as much as 365,000 ounces of gold. On top of that, gold prices are also giving New Gold a lift, as traders are moving their attention past the U.S.-China trade talks progress and focusing on that Federal Reserve interest rate cut. It was a broadly expected move by the market leading up to the decision this afternoon. So lower borrowing costs tend to benefit gold, as it's a non-interest-bearing asset. So there you have it, gold reaching by above that 4,000 an ounce mark, and strong third quarter earnings. Really bringing up the TSX listed precious metals names with it, but none more than New Gold today, Marilla.
Okay, let's get to Empire, owner of Sobeys and Freshco. Shares dropped today. What happened there?
Yeah, Empire fell by nearly 5% at its lowest point. That was its biggest drop since March, and it's falling alongside other consumer staples names and grocery store owners because of souring consumer sentiment and weaker earnings coming out of the U.S. So a handful of weak earnings out of the U.S. Caused the S&P 500 consumer staples sub-index to fall by over 1% today. That and the Kraft Heinz CEO said that this was one of the worst consumer sentiments that they have seen in decades. So that's really further bumming out traders on top of high inflation pressures and curtailed funding for food stamps in the U.S. That attitude has spilled over into Canada, affecting some of our similar names here. And I'm not just picking on Empire. I'm looking at other grocery store names like you've mentioned, like Loblaw, George Weston, and some of the grocery adjacent names like Alimentation Couche-Tard. Those were all in the red today, making up the bottom performing stocks on the TSX for a good chunk of the trading day today, Marilla.
All right, we'll leave it there. Bloomberg's Stephanie Hughes, thanks for that.